This conference will now be recorded.
Do you remember our previous lesson? What was our last topic? Religions, religious beliefs. Yes. Which religions existed in Azerbaijan in the past, in ancient times? Do you remember?
Oh, it was Zoroastrianism.
Zoroastrianism, yes.
Zoroastrianism, Christianity.
Christianity, then
They were polytheists.
Buddhism, believing in many gods, yes. But what was the last one? Right.
Was it Islam?
Islam religion,
Yeah.
yes, you're right. So, but which one of was monotheistic religion? What is the difference between monotheistic and polytheistic religions?
Polytheistic means many gods, and what was the other one?
Polytheism, many gods, and monotheism, the only belief.
Polytheism, one god, yeah.
Ayhan, do you remember Christianity? So, Christianity is one of the oldest religion in Azerbaijan, yes.
Yes.
Not only.
I joined your Google Classroom.
Ah, perfect. So, Ayhan, do you remember? We have evidence to show that to show the world. Actually, Azerbaijan is one of the first place where Christianity spread and adopted as a state religion in Azerbaijan. Yes. Do you remember this evidence?
Yeah.
Yes. It was what? It was the church.
Kiss church.
Yes.
Kiss church.
All right. It's located in Shechet, yes, in the northern western part of Azerbaijan. Okay, good. So, but what about Zoroastrianism? For example, what is the relation between Nowruz holiday and Zoroastrianism?
Fire.
So, Zoroastrianism regarded fire as the sacred thing. Let's say they were worshiping fire. They were worshiping fire. Yes. Azerbaijan was one of the, but in which part of Azerbaijan Zoroastrianism was main religion, but Christianity was in northern part or southern part of Azerbaijan? Which part?
Northern.
Northern part, the Christianity, and then in the southern part, Zoroastrianism.
Zoroastrianism. No,
yeah.
southern.
But which religion replaced both of them in Azerbaijan and became dominant? Islam. What time? In what time?
5th century.
No, 6030. 6030. After 6030, when Prophet Muhammad established new empire, Arabian Empire, yes, and spread Islam religion in Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijan became the Muslim country after that. So Arabs also occupied Azerbaijan territories, unfortunately. But so I'll talk about in our next lesson.
Didn't Russian occupy us?
What?
Didn't Russia occupy us?
Yes, of course, but this is not our topic yet. I'll talk about in 18th century, okay? I'll explain it during the 18th century of Azerbaijan history. So Azerbaijan had been occupied many countries. One of them was Sassanids, Arabs, yes. So today, for example, today's topic is about Sassanids occupation of Azerbaijan, yes. Do you have information about Sassanids Empire? No idea? Sassanids. Let me write in chat. Sassanids. Sassanids Empire.
No.
Okay, can you please type on Google? Where was it located?
Where was it
located? In which part of the?
It was located in Iran and Iraq.
Iran, yes. Today is modern Iran, yes. So that state was established in 3rd century AD. In 226 was established by the Shirbabetan, and then it became one of the greatest empire in the world, yes, in a short period of time. Then later, this empire also occupied Azerbaijan territories. So, but before that, I would like to give a link of video. Let's watch video first of all, and how Sassanid Empire was established and how they occupied the neighboring countries, including Azerbaijan. Yes. But this video is very long, 10 minutes, but you are only, you need to watch only 2 minutes, okay? Not all of them. Okay. You have 3 minutes. Please watch this video and try to understand how a Sassanid Empire was established and where and how they occupied neighboring countries. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Okay, guys. I'll put a second link. Can you please watch this video as well? This is short.
All of it.
This one is short one.
All
So
of it, though. We watch all of it.
okay. Okay, have you watched?
Yes. No, I'm still watching. I'm still watching.
Okay. But don't forget, you don't need to watch all of them. You need just watch 2 minutes.
Wow. Wow.
Start our discussion because we don't have enough time. So, Ayhan, what did you understand? How Sassanid Empire grew and expanded their territories in a short period of time? How they occupied Azerbaijan?
Can I say that again?
Yes. My question is that how Sassanid Empire grew, expanded their territories in a short period of time? Who was their leader? Who was their ruler? What did you understand from the video? Can you please tell me generally?
I didn't understand that much.
But what about you, Melek? Did you understand something from the video?
Which video?
And the first one. From
From
the first one.
The Ardashir the First was conquering the surrounding territories. And then something about Alexander the Great won loads of battles.
Look, do you see my screen? So the state was established. Sassanid Empire was the Persian Empire. Yes, it was established by the Ardashir Babakan. Yes, Persian originated ruler, and he first occupied neighboring countries, including Azerbaijan. Azerbaijani states. Do you remember Atropatene and Albania?
Yes.
Yes. So the Ardashir Babacan also occupied the southern part of Azerbaijan as well as the northern part of Azerbaijan. Can you please look at time? And what time? In 260, yes?
AD.
Yes, AD, 260 AD. So you see they occupied the Azerbaijan territories.
Yes.
Look at? Yes. Then over the time they controlled Azerbaijan, they took full control of Azerbaijan territories. But however, they approximately ruled Azerbaijani territories more than 400, not more, yeah, more than 400 years. But when it comes to 17th century, I write the years when the Sassanids was ruling Azerbaijan from 227 until 651. Yes, it is huge time period. Yes, they controlled Azerbaijan. Yes, but when it comes to 17th century, Sassanid Empire was already very weak. So why? Because new state was found, Prophet Muhammad, and it was Arabian Empire. Arabian Empire was growing very fastly, and then also defeated Sassanids. Then Sassanid Empire collapsed. Yes, at that time there was one Azerbaijani ruler. He was ruling Caucasian Albania. yes, Caucasian Albanian. His name was Javanshir. Let me share my screen. Javanshir. Do you understand that Sassanid Empire was declined, then Arabs defeated them and Sassanids declined, yes. And then Azerbaijani ruler, Javanshir, he was the ruler of Caucasian Albania, he was ruling Caucasian Albania, decided to be independent. But the problem was that how it would be possible to fight against a strong Arabian army, yeah? That it wouldn't be possible, yes, because Arabs also wanted to occupy Azerbaijan. But how would it be possible? How would it would be possible? So, Javanshir, can you please turn off mic, guys? I don't hear. Okay, so Javanshir, this guy is Javanshir actually, and he was the Caucasian Albanian ruler. He was a very clever ruler actually. He realized that it is really difficult to defeat a strong Arabian army, yes. So despite the fact that he was very brave and smart ruler, and he even so how can I say, and realized that there were 3 empires intended to occupy Azerbaijan territories. In the northern part of Azerbaijan, Khazar Devlet, Khazar Empire. In the western part of Azerbaijan, Byzantium Empire. In the southern part of Azerbaijan, Arab Empire. Yes. So Javanshir had to implement such a policy, diplomacy. Yes. To prevent all these 3 empires from the occupation of Azerbaijan, yes. So, for example, Ayhan, let's say that you are king, yes, ruler. If your state is a small state, yes, Ayhan. Do you hear me, Ayhan? Yes. If your state is small state, yes, you got new independence, and your state is weak, but you have 3 strong neighbors, strong empires in neighboring territories. Yes. So how would you prevent these empires to not occupy your territories? What would be your strategy? How would you prevent them, stop them to occupy your territories? Because all of them have interest in your territories.
Are the neighbors countries?
Yes, the 3 strong empires, let's say, yes. But you are independent country, but newly declared your independence. But you are
what does independent mean?
Yes.
What independent mean?
Independence, have free country. You are not independent on someone else.
Like you're alone. Yes.
But what would you do? You need diplomacy, yes, good diplomatic skills as a ruler to manipulate other states, let's say. For example, Arabian state, they also wanted to occupy Azerbaijan. Byzantium Empire, they also wanted to occupy Azerbaijan. But how would you implement diplomacy to prevent them to occupy Azerbaijan territories?
I would tell them to join our
maybe making alliance, one of them against others.
Oh yes, make friends.
Yeah, but you need to define which one is stronger. Yes, for example, Byzantium Empire. Let me show.
Because
you see, there were 3
stronger. You become allies with them.
Yes, you are right. So, Malech, look, there were 3 empires, yes, in neighbor. So one of them was a strong Byzantium Empire. That was Christian Empire, yes. And the second one was Arabian Caliphate.
Can I write this down?
What?
Can I write this down?
I don't hear you, sorry. Can you please repeat?
Can I write this down?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
There were 3 states. There was 3 states. They wanted to occupy Caucasian Albania, yes, which Javanshir was the ruler. One of them was the Khazar kingdom. Khazar kingdom was located in the northern border of Azerbaijan. Byzantium Empire in the western border of Azerbaijan, and Arabian Caliphate in the northern border of Azerbaijan. But how Javanshir protected his homeland against strong three empires? Do you have any idea how did it?
Who did they want to Khazar Empire? Was it Khazar Empire they wanted to occupy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Khazar Empire, Byzantium Empire, Arabian Caliphate. Yes. So,
Yeah.
for example, if I were ruler, let's say yes, I would like to make an alliance with the strongest one, yes, against an others. So that's why I need to be a skillful diplomat, yes. That's not enough having a military power. You need also to be a skillful diplomat as a ruler, yes.
So would you have an alliance with the Arabian Caliphate?
Yeah. What do you think? Which one was the strongest among?
Well, I think the Byzantine Empire was the strongest, but the Arabian Caliphate was
Strongest one.
They like had the same religion, so like if they teamed up with the Byzantine Empire, they could be like become enemies again because of their religion.
Yes, good. But do you know what Javanshir did? Javanshir actually first wanted to make alliance with Byzantium Empire. So he didn't want to be occupied by the Arabs. So because Javanshir was also Christian, yes, but Byzantium Empire was also Christian state. On the other hand, Byzantium Empire was not stronger than Arabian Empire. Javanshir thought that making alliance with Byzantium Empire would prevent Arabs Arabs occupation of Azerbaijan. Yes, Javanshir would be able to protect our homeland. Yes, his homeland from the Arabian occupation. So, but then he realized that no, actually, Byzantium Empire, the alliance with Byzantium Empire is not solution. Yes, because when Arabs and Khazar Turks occupied, they attacked to the Caucasian Albania, Byzantium Empire did not give help to the Javanshir. Okay, so Javanshir decided to cancel negotiations with Byzantium Empire, and he decided to change his policy. He showed himself as an excellent diplomat, regulated relations with Arabian Caliphate, because Arabian Caliphate was a new empire. Yes, but it was the strongest one. All of these empires, including Byzantium Empire and Khazar Kingdom, actually they were afraid of the Arabian Empire because it was growing very fastly. So they had huge army. They had occupied the majority of the northern Africa, then the Middle East. Yes, so it was huge army. They had huge army. That's why Javanshir decided to choose way to regulate the relation with Arabian Caliphate. Yes, so that because of his diplomatic skills, I don't think that. So if you are crossroads, you cannot you are not quick decision maker. You cannot rule country properly. Yes, that's why Javanshir as a ruler had very very good diplomatic skills, and which I think this is one of the most important skills the ruler of country should have. Yes, am I right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah, diplomatic skill is important. For example, during the Second Karabakh War, yes, so we defeated Armenians, yes, we liberated the majority of Azerbaijani territories, but the negotiations, actually, we also winner in the negotiations, because we liberated the rest of our territories without war. Yes, yeah, the diplomatic negotiations is important. That diplomacy actually comes from the ancient times. It's not new, but diplomatic system is new. Okay, so Javanshir decided to normalize the relation with Arabs, he 2 times visited to the Arabian Caliphate and negotiated with Arabian Caliph. Do you know what's a Caliph? Let me to write in chat.
Is it a ruler?
Yes, the Arabian rulers were called Caliph. Yes, like the Tsar. Russian ruler was called Tsar. Yes, Arabian ruler was called Caliph. For example, Turkish rulers, Ottoman rulers were called Sultan. Azerbaijani rulers were called Shah. Yes, different names. Yes, but what about in UK? What's the name of ruler in UK during the Medieval Age?
Boris Johnson.
King. It was called King. Yes, in UK.
Boris Johnson.
Oh, what is that? Oh, I haven't heard about that actually. I know, as far as I know, it's King. Yes. So, for example, can you please tell me?
Yeah, it's King and Queen.
The most famous England king? Who was
Queen
famous?
Elizabeth.
Richard the Lionheart.
Yeah, Richard.
No,
Henry
no,
VIII.
it's King Henry. Yeah,
Henry
VIII.
VII.
Yes.
Hey,
7.
what?
So
And
that,
the 8th.
yeah,
And the
that,
1st,
that,
the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th.
Generations of the
I said it
Henrys.
first.
and which dynasty ruled in England during the medieval age? Do you remember? Tudor dynasty, Stuarts. Yes. Am I right? Stuarts, Tudors. Yes. So, for example, that lion-hearted Richard, he also participated in crusades against the Seljuk Empire, yes, as against the Muslims. Do you remember that? That Jalil,
Yeah.
you mentioned that lion-hearted Richard, yes. How he died? Do you remember?
He died in the 3rd Crusade, I think.
Yes, you're right. In the Third Crusade. So he wanted to liberate Jerusalem, yes. But during the campaign, military campaign, he died, yes. In the Third Crusade, you are right. But who was the rival against him? So do you remember famous Muslim ruler against him?
Was it the French?
No, Saladin. Saladin.
Oh yes, Saladin.
Yes, you're right. Okay, good. Just we check your knowledge from the world history. Even you now, I think you know better than me because I'm learning world history. Yeah, I'm also teaching world history, but so you are living in UK. You should know world history better than me. Okay, good. So then Javanshir visited 2 times to the Arabian the Arabian capital city. So then he negotiated with Arabian ruler. Do you know what happened? Then do you think that Arabian ruler recognized the independence of Caucasian Albania, Javanshir's independence? Malaj, what do you think? Do you think that the Arabian ruler recognized his independence?
The Arabian, yeah.
Why do you think? So would you recognize if I willingly come to you and say that I want to be your subordinate, I want to be your vassal, yes? Would you recognize my independence?
Yeah.
If I am coming willingly, yes. Yes, if I don't refuse, I don't resist you, yes. You most probably would recognize my independence, yes.
Yeah.
So it happened in Caucasian Albania as well. So Javanshir agreed with Arabian Caliph, Arabian ruler, and Javanshir said that I'm gonna pay tax to you, but please don't touch my independence. Yes, Arabian king actually recognized his independence and the required least amount of tax from the Caucasian Albania. Yes, so Javanshir actually ruled the Caucasian Albania independently until his death. Yes, so by using his diplomatic skills, yes, he didn't fight with anyone else. Yes, he just used his diplomatic skills to protect his homelands. But do you know what happened after his death? Ayhan, what do you think? What happened after his death? What do you think Arabs cancelled independence of Azerbaijan, removed the independence of Azerbaijan, or not?
I think the Arabs left them.
Left them, yes. That allows them to be independent again or not? I didn't understand. No, I don't think so. Well, Jalil, what about you? What do you think?
I think
No.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, good. So that was temporary situation, yes. Arabs recognized, Arabs actually always wanted to occupy Azerbaijan. They were waiting for a favorable condition, yes. But because of the reputation of Javanshir, his personal reputation, yes, Arabs did not touch the independence of Albania, Caucasian Albania. But then Javanshir died. Then, of course, Arabs cancelled, removed the independence of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan was directly occupied by Arabs and annexed to the Arabian Empire. So Azerbaijan remained under the occupation of Arabs more than 300 years. Let me write. Azerbaijan occupation by Arabs from the 642 until approximately what time that? Let's say 869. Okay. No, less than 300 actually years. Okay. So let's summarize the topic. First of all, at the beginning of medieval age, yes, the great Sassanid Empire, Persian-originated Sassanid Empire, occupied Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan remained under the occupation of Sassanids, Persian Empire, and more than 400 years. But in the 7th century, new rising power, Arabian Empire, defeated Sassanids and took control of Azerbaijan territories, yes. But at that time, there was one Azerbaijani ruler. He was the ruler of Caucasian Albania, decided to be independent, yes. Javanshir. He was Javanshir. Javanshir declared himself independent, but unfortunately, and he actually faced a threat from the neighboring countries. Yes, 3 empires: Byzantium Empire on the west, Khazar Kingdom on the north, and the south Arabian Empire was threatening Azerbaijan, Caucasian Albania. Yes, so Javanshir realized that this is really difficult to protect our homeland. Yes, his homeland. But he thought about this situation a lot, and then he decided to negotiate with Arabs. Why? Why, guys? Why he decided to negotiate with Arabs?
Because they found the Arabs really independent.
No, Arabs was the strongest one. He realized that
because they wanted to team up with them, so that the Arabs don't attack.
Yeah, so because he realized that it is really meaningless to fight against the strong Arab empire, yes. So it would be disaster for Azerbaijan. Arab most probably would occupy Azerbaijan and kill all of the population, let's say, yeah. So that's why, in order to protect his homeland and in order to protect people from the bloodshed, yes, he decided to be acting as a clever ruler and use his diplomatic skills and negotiated with the Arabs. The Arab ruler actually had a great respect to the Javanshir, because Javanshir was not only Azerbaijani ruler but also had a good reputation as the strong and the skillful military commander. Arabian ruler wanted to use his military skills against his enemies. Yes, so Javanshir. This is the first Azerbaijani name. Yes, I mentioned so far from the beginning of our Azerbaijan history lesson. Yes, Javanshir is the only name which have come to our times. We have Javanshir names right now in Azerbaijan. Yes, names like Javanshir. So okay, good. What pattern is strong Arabian state? What else? What is that? Polytheism. So guys, I didn't talk about how Javanshir died. Javanshir actually was assassinated in 680 by his rival nobles, and then after his death, Arabian Empire, they actually put an end to the independence of Caucasian Albania. 705, and so this is the so how can I call it? I don't know that this is the souvenir, or I don't know what is it. Idol, the gold idol, Javanshir's monument, let's say, in Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me raise this part. Yeah. Javanshir would continue to rule Arab, however, to pay the only certain amount. Javanshir. Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, look. This is the map of Azerbaijan when Javanshir was ruling Azerbaijan. Okay.
How did the assassin?
Okay, this one. Okay, can you please define from which part? So as usually Arabian Empire was trying to occupy Azerbaijan, and in which part Byzantium Empire, in which part Khazar Kingdom? Do you remember? There were 3 empires wanted to occupy Azerbaijan, yes, but one of them was attacking to Azerbaijan from the west, another one from the north, and the last one from the east, south, yes. Which one? From the west, from the east, from the south, and from the north? Malach. For example, let's say Khazar Kingdom. Khazars were attacking Azerbaijan from where? From which side? From here?
Yeah. The Arab and Chola.
Yes, from the northern part of Azerbaijan, yes. Byzantine Empire was located in the west.
Yeah.
I mean Byzantium. But what about Arabs? Arabian Empire? Jalil, what about Arabs? From which part they were attacking to Azerbaijan?
Were they attacking from the south?
South, yes, you're right. So Jalil, do you remember in which part of Azerbaijan Islam religion was spreading very quickly?
Was it in both the north and the south?
And both of them, you are right. The first that this religion was spreading in southern part of Azerbaijan, because if you remember, Christianity was the dominant religion in northern part, yeah. But then it was replaced by Islam religion as well. Then all Azerbaijani people started to convert to the Islam religion. Okay, but what about from the Caspian Sea? Do you think that there was a threat to Azerbaijan from the Caspian Sea? Yeah. Actually, no, because there wasn't any strong empire on the coast of Caspian Sea at that time. So, but first attack from the Caspian Sea to Azerbaijan actually happened in 944 by the Russian Slavic attack. Yeah. Have you heard about Slavics? Slavic tribes. The Slavics, they came to Azerbaijan in 944. So they attacked the Baku, the cities in Azerbaijan, then returned back to their country, homeland. Yes. So, but that was not prevented by Azerbaijani rulers because we didn't have military ships in the Caspian. Yes, that's why, maybe. So that's why we couldn't achieve to prevent them. Okay. So what else? So, for example, the Albanian kingdom, yes, Caucasian Albanian Atropatene, yes. But why I'm not talking about Atropatene, guys? Today I usually talked about the Caucasian Albania, yes. But what do you think? What happened to Atropatene when Sassanids occupied Azerbaijan? Melech. What happened to Atropatene? I told you that Caucasian Albania was actually saving its independence until Arab occupation, yes. But what about Atropatene? What happened to Atropatene state?
Was it being attacked by Albania as well? I mean,
No.
not Albania, the Arabs.
No, when Arabs occupied Azerbaijan, Atropatene state had already been lost its independence, yes. When Sassanids occupied Azerbaijan in 227, they put an end to the independence of Atropatene but say that Albania, Caucasian Albania, yes, they preserved their political independence in contrast to the Atropatene. Atropatene lost their independence at the beginning of 220s by the Sassanids, but actual Sassanids cancelled Atropatene state, famous Atropatene state. So, but then Azerbaijan, Caucasian Albania, but they actually lasted until Arabian occupation of Azerbaijan. They preserved their independence. So, Jalal, you joined late that we were talking about Sassanid Empire. Maybe you skipped this part. Yes. So, Sassanid
Can I look
Empire.
at it on a classroom?
What?
Can I look at it on Classroom?
Yeah, of course. Do you have Google Classroom code?
Yes.
Okay, please join because I have put all materials.
I joined today, just like now.
You cannot join?
No, I said I just joined.
Ah, okay, perfect. Okay,
I'm on it.
so let me to ask several questions from our.
Oops.
Okay, do you hear me, guys? I lost connection, sorry.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I lost connection. Question one. Melech, can you please tell me which Azerbaijani state and let's say was attacked by the Roman army?
I don't know that one, but I know which teams wanted to occupy.
Yeah, Roman army. Rome, ancient Rome, attacked
Yeah,
and occupied Azerbaijan.
so do I.
You know, I can. Which one?
Is it Roman?
Roman army occupied. Yes, which Azerbaijan kingdom?
State. No, state. City.
No,
Village.
city.
Village.
Wilna, Ramana, yes. I'm not talking about city. I told that which state, which Azerbaijan
State.
state, Azerbaijan and Albania, yes, both of them. So, let's summarize. Azerbaijan state, Azerbaijan and Albania was attacked by Roman army and Sassanids, yes, Sassanids, Persian originated empire, Sasanian empire, yes. So, but Caucasian Albania actually was attacked by ancient Roman Empire, Sassanids, Arabs, Arabian Empire, and Byzantium Empire, Khazar Kingdom. Yeah, many states they wanted to occupy Azerbaijan. But why do you think they were willing to, or they were very much interested in Azerbaijan? What was the importance of Azerbaijani territories for them?
Was it the resources?
What kind of resources you are talking about?
Oil
No.
and gas.
No. Oil actually was started to be produced in Azerbaijan in 19th century, guys. We cannot talk about oil production in Azerbaijan as a valuable resource in the past, okay? Oil became famous during the Russian occupation of Azerbaijan, okay? Russia occupied Azerbaijan territories in starting from the 1803 years, and they continued, and then the finished occupation in 1828, Turkmenchai Treaty. Okay. So another question, Jamil. My question comes to you. So first Azerbaijani state in the southern part of Azerbaijan.
Wait, what?
The first Azerbaijani kingdom established in the southern part of Azerbaijan. Southern Azerbaijan. You remember? First Azerbaijan kingdom founded in the southern part of Azerbaijan. It was the first kingdom founded in southern part of Azerbaijan. You don't remember, guys?
The Manna Kingdom, right?
Yes, but what about northern part? What was the name of first kingdom in the northern part of Azerbaijan?
The Atropatens.
No, Atropatene was in the south. Albania, Caucasian Albania, yes. So you are right. Okay, Malach, why I'm calling Albanian kingdom Caucasian Albania? What's my purpose? Why you usually call it Caucasian Albania? Not just Albania, but Caucasian Albania. Why I'm not calling Atropatene?
Call it Caucasian Albania because it used to be. Was it because they used to be a?
It's located in Caucasus, yes, Caucasian region, yes. That's the one
Is
of
it so that you could like find out if you're talking about the Albania and Azerbaijan, or if you're talking about Albania as in the country?
Yeah, you're right. In Europe, yes, Eastern Europe, yes. So my another purpose is to make difference between modern Albanian state, yes, which is located in Europe, and the ancient Caucasian Albanian Azerbaijan state, yes. But the common speaking that the Caucasian Albania was located in the Caucasus region, and between Lesser and Greater Caucasian mountains. That's why I'm calling it Caucasian Albania. But Atropatene was not located in the Caucasus. It was located in southern part of Azerbaijan, near to the Urmia Lake. Yeah. Okay. Do you remember who was Tomris? Tomris.
She was a leader.
Oh, sorry, not here. She was actually. She was leader. You are right. But the Massaget tribes, yes.
I thought it was a she.
She, yes, you are right. I did mistake actually. Sorry. She was, yes, a leader, woman leader. So, what is the role of Tomris in Azerbaijan history? He defeated famous the strongest king, Cyprus, Achaemenid's emperor. Yeah. So it wasn't so easy, but he defeated him and killed Cyprus the Great. And he didn't allow him to occupy Azerbaijan territories. Yes, do you remember?
Yes.
Yes, I hope yes. So, Ayhan, and so that why Javanshir? What is the role of Javanshir in Azerbaijan history? Let's say. that we discussed today, yes? What is the role of Javanshir? He protected Azerbaijan territories from the occupation of big countries, yes. So he didn't allow our neighbors to occupy Azerbaijan. By means of what? Melech, by means of what? How did he protect the Azerbaijan territories?
Because he was
Because
strong.
they're allies.
But he asked me, not you.
Yeah, Melech. Okay. Melech, waiting.
Because what was the question?
Question was, what is the role of Javanshir in Azerbaijan history and how he protected Azerbaijan from the foreign occupations?
Was it Alexander the Great?
No, Javanshir.
Oh my god.
Today's topic.
Yes, Alexander was great. Was the last, one of the last topics.
Alexander the Great, that he was the Macedonian emperor, and he lived before Atropatene and Albania. Yes.
Oh, wait, where was Jingy, Alexander the Great born?
What?
Where was Alexander the Great born?
Was he born in Azerbaijan?
No, of course, no, Macedonia. He was living in Europe, Eastern Europe. He was the emperor of a great Macedonian empire, Alexander. But he also occupied Azerbaijan territories.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. But you didn't answer my question.
I
What
don't
is
know.
Javanshir in Azerbaijan history? Discuss today. Javanshir was the ruler of Caucasian Albania, yes. He ruled Azerbaijan independently. He didn't allow our neighbors occupation of Azerbaijan territories. How? By means of diplomatic skills, yes. He negotiated with the Arabs because he realized that Arabs was the strongest one, and he made alliance with Arabs. Okay? Yes? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. He was a Caucasian Albanian ruler and from Mihranid dynasty and ruled Azerbaijan more than 40 years. But he was assassinated, and then after his death, Arabs cancelled Azerbaijan's independence. We cannot talk about Caucasian Albania after the death of Javanshir, okay? Because Arabs actually cancelled the Caucasian Albania. Okay. So, but what about what happened after the? Yeah.
Is this the questions or? Never mind, because we have a quiz at the end of.
Yes. Do you want quiz?
No, it's fine. I'm just saying. Do we have a quiz or?
For that lesson, no. But from the next lesson, yes, we will have quiz.
Okay.
Because I want to remind the previous. I want to remind the previous topics. These are important because over the time you will forget all of them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Revise the previous topics as well, guys. Okay. So our next topic will be about the pyramid movement. This is a very interesting topic, and this is our next topic. Okay. Okay, guys. I have actually a question. So here, let's answer these questions. What do you think? Was it right step which Javanshir took patronage of Arabian Caliphate? What do you think? Was it right step Javanshir negotiated with Arabian Caliphate? What would happen if Javanshir decided to fight with Arabs rather than other states?
He was probably lose because the Arabian Caliphate was the strongest one.
Yes, you're right. So the most probably Arabs would occupy Azerbaijan and cancel the independence of Azerbaijan, and even before the days of Javanshir. Yes, maybe Javanshir would be killed during the battles. Yes, that's we don't know what would happen. Maybe Javanshir would achieve to defeat Arabs. Is it possible? I'm not sure, but that we should check all possibilities and analyze the situation, what would happen. But the history shows that actually that this is not possible to defeat the newly established strong as empire. Yes, it's not possible. That's why Javanshir should, I think, that took the correct direction and preserved the independence of Albania at least 40 years. Okay, guys, that's all for today. And if you have any question, please let me know. If you don't have,
Okay.
time is over. Okay.
Hi.
What was the next?
Next
What
topic.
was the next? Yeah.
It's on Google Classroom.
Yeah. The next topic. Would you like to share my presentation with you for the next class?
Sure.
Okay. This is about Hurmiz movement. Azerbaijan will protest against Arabian occupation, revolt Arabian occupation, the Hurmiz movement, Hurmiz protest, or what we call it. Okay, I'll share both of them with you. Please look through my presentation and we will have a discussion on that in our next lesson, okay? So I'll prepare, present it and quiz for you as well for the two topics. Okay, goodbye, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much for your attention and
You're welcome.
participation.